Exactly 4:46 Central African Time as we look at a high-level Estonian delegation will be in Cape Town as well as Johannesburg, South Africa between the 8th and the 14th of November. And they'll be here to launch Estonia's dedicated e-Residency campaign. The Estonian e-Residency platform will enable South African entrepreneurs to access the second largest single market in the world in a cost-effective manner and with minimal bureaucracy. During this visit, the Estonian delegation will meet with local businesses, industry forums and government representatives with the aim of building connections and raising awareness about the benefits of joining Estonia's leading digital economy among South African business owners. For more on this, we joined on the line by Daniel Schaer, the Estonian ambassador to South Africa and Kenya. A very good afternoon to you, Ambassador. Welcome to Africa in Business.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
It all sounds really interesting. Could you tell us more about the Estonia's e-Residency platform and what it is that it sets out to do?
Well, the e-residency is actually based on our entire e-governance system. So we have 100% of the government services are online. Everything can be done online. And this doesn't mean that it's in a digital manner. This doesn't mean, you're sending PDFs or documents, you're scanning them in. This is truly online. And this is given to our citizens, but also to our companies. And what the e-residency gives you access to the same ecosystem of running a European Union company. Estonia is a member of the European Union, and so if you become an e-resident and you open up your company in Estonia, you have access to the full EU market.
Talk to us about some of the benefits of Estonia. What are your key marketing pillars?
So we are quite a small country compared to a lot of our neighbor countries in Europe. We're 1.3 million people. So when we restored our independence in the early 1990s, we had to give services to the people. We had to do things in a more efficient manner. So what we're really good at is services, how to deliver services, how to deliver solutions in an effective manner. Our banking industry is strong, and we have, for example, 10 unicorns. So companies worth more than $1 billion in Estonia, companies such as Bolt, Skype, Wise, they've all been created in Estonia by Estonians. And this is what we're good at. And again, we're giving the same opportunity for a South African company who wants to expand to Europe, is you're able to become an e-resident and open this company, access all of this easy opportunities for doing business, and also being able to do business in efficient, low bureaucracy manner in Europe.
And what are the entry criteria? What does one have to be, or how do they need to be situated in order to qualify?
So for the e-residency, there's a website with a questionnaire of all of the basic details, and it's like a background control, looking at, who you are you, making sure that you don't have that you have a clean background, and then you're able to have the e-residency. The e-residency doesn't give you a visa to Europe, or doesn't give you an actual permit to live in Estonia in Europe, but allows you to become an e-resident to use the services. And then based on this, you're able to open up your company. So I think it's the key is that you have to have a clear reasoning as to why you want to become an e-resident. What is your goal? Having that plan in place, which again is expanding your company to Europe.
So, Mr. Ambassador, if it doesn't give you access to actual physical residency in Estonia or anywhere in Europe, how does one then get to run their company if they have to do it remotely?
So everything is done in Estonia is remotely. So, for example, our former president, went on a sailing trip to Antarctica to bring more attention to global warming and the climate questions. While she was on the sailing ship, on the sailboat on the way to Antarctica, she was able to sign legal binding documents from Estonia. So I think the key is that the e-residency allows you to run your business from your home and it's your EU business. So it's really very efficient. You can run your board meetings virtually because you have also an e-signature, which is legally binding in the European Union. So you can have your board meetings and done in a more efficient way. For example, in Estonia, the government cabinet meetings are average 15 minutes because all of the work is done previously electronically, and it's just to discuss, more difficult political points is why they have the cabinet meetings.
So, apart from the e-residency platform, I guess it will enable South African entrepreneurs to access the second largest single market in the world. What other assistance beyond the platform will these businesses be given?
So again, in Estonia, everything is very straightforward and transparent and simple. So everything has been made easier for the business person to do business. We have a flat income tax for income, and then also for reinvested dividends are not taxed. So if you reinvest into your company, the profits are not taxed until you take them out. So the system has been built up to be efficient and to let the companies do business.
So, this is initially for South African entrepreneurs. Are there plans to roll this out into the rest of the African continents?
So this is actually an international platform. So we have over 110,000 e-residents around the world. So what we're rolling out in South Africa is a solution where we're actually going to come and deliver the e-residency cards on the spot. The thing is, for you to be able to get your e-residency card, you normally would have to go to an Estonian embassy. And the only embassy we have currently in Africa is in Egypt, in Cairo. So what we're rolling out is a pilot project to see how we can actually bring this e-residency to the citizens of South Africa, and not having to have them travel to an embassy or to Estonia to get the e-residency.
And how exactly does one sign up? Do you have details of the actual platform? Where do you go?
Yes, so there's a e-residency.ee website, and there's a link for the South Africa campaign there, and that all the details are there with the form. So it's e-residency.ee.
e-residency.ee. And I'm going to circle back to that one question I asked you just a moment ago, if there are plans maybe to roll this out on other countries on the African continent.
Yes, I mean, so if it's successful here, because what we need to do is we follow up with a consular mission, and it's again linked to the embassies. So if this does work in South Africa, we're happy to look at doing this in a wider way. But we do have e-residents from countries on the continent that we're a little bit over 400 e-residents in South Africa, and most of the countries on the continent already have a handful of e-residents. But this is to see how we can simplify the processes to give this opportunity to more Africans on the continent.
So you are going to be here. I mean, I'm speaking to you, and you're in China right now, right?
No, I'm in Brussels at the moment.
You're in Brussels at the moment. So you are going to be in South Africa between the 8th and the 14th of November. Does this mean that these are the dates within which the program will be officially launched in the country?
Actually the website is already open, and it's already taking applications, and it'll be a 3 week window to apply for the e-residency for those who want to pick up in South Africa. If your goal is to pick up in another embassy, for example, if you go to London, or if you go to Ankara, or if you go to or if you're coming to Estonia for some event, then you can put your pickup place somewhere else. But this is something we're doing specially, that you can put your pickup location to be South Africa, and we will bring, after the administration process, which takes about 3 months, we will bring those who meet the requirements will receive their cards in South Africa in February.
Ambassador Daniel Schaer, thank you so much for your insight as well as this program. I'm sure it's going to do quite well. I'm sure there are many business owners and entrepreneurs that are waiting by on standby to get their e-residency program. We thank you for your time this afternoon.
Thank you so much, and we're really looking forward to cooperating with South Africa.
Well, great progress there. That's Daniel Schaer. He is the Estonian ambassador to South Africa and Kenya. He brings us to exactly 4:56 Central African time. That's how we come to the end of Africa